All right, so this is going to be another comic review from my good friend Chris. Thank you as always, brother. Today we're going to be talking about The New Gods, The Falling Sky. This comic is written by Ram V with artwork by Evan Kagel. Don't say that name right. But there's more than one artist on this book. So we'll get into that in a bit. But anyway, so let's get started with the review. So The New Gods book by Ram V is it deals with the fallout of Darkseid's death in after the events that created the Absolute Universe. Of course, now we know Darkseid's still alive and well, things like that, but we didn't know that at the time. Basically, Darkseid's death has set out a ripple effect across New Genesis and Apocalypse. Highfather has been granted a vision of the future. He's been granted this new vision of the future, and essentially what it is that there is a new god born on Earth, Orion, go kill it. And Orion is like, I've never disobeyed an order from Highfather in my life, but I cannot in good conscience do this. So he goes to the one person he knows he can stop him, his brother, Mr. Miracle. Now, I do want to say real quick that I thought that this was going to tie in because they do reveal that, Barda and Scott have a child together, but the difference is Scott, this is not the Tom King run, so it's not a boy, it's a girl whose their daughter's name is Olivia. Get it? Live free? Yeah. So Orion goes to Mr. Miracle and says, look, Highfather has made a demand of me. He has commanded me. I must do this. This is what's going to happen. But the best I can do is give you 7 days before I get there to kill this child. You are the master of escapes. Escape from me. So Scott is just like, dude, I don't want to do this, man. But he also is like, he acquiesces because he knows this kid, he can't look at himself as a father, and also have this situation at his feet. Anyway, so while that's going on, because that's not the only story, Highfather is having visions of the end of New Genesis, and on top of that, there is a new group called the First Kin who have arrived to destroy Apocalypse and New Genesis. The First Kin are led by, I just want to get his name right. The being's name is, because it's a little hard to pronounce. It's a wee bit hard to pronounce. Karak Ator. So Karak Ator is the leader of the First Kin, and they are going to ransack both planets because they've come from beyond the Source Wall. Yeah. And on top of that, the kid that Scott and Barda have to go save is also being hunted by Max Lord. Everybody got that? Okay. So this is a really cool story on a multitude of levels. Ram V is really good at balancing these multiple storylines. I've liked a lot of his work. He's not a surefire hit every time, but there's a ratio of Ram V usually hits. I know I hark a lot about the Creature from the Black Lagoon comic he and Dan Wanners did, but that was 3 people doing the book, and I don't think there were two. I think it was a matter of too many cooks in the kitchen, because there are a lot of other comics. I loved Ram V's Swamp Thing, his all new Swamp Thing creation. I really love that. What else? I also like the lore of these other new gods that are like these ancient beings. I do enjoy that. And the other thing is too the artwork. Evan Kringle does I cannot pronounce that last name. He does the main artwork, but there are other instances where you have artwork that looks like this, and they all tell a specific story to each one. The artwork used for Black Racer's story is amazing. Yeah, I'm always down. I've always loved the New Gods stuff. Whenever there's something involving the New Gods, I'm always down for it. And I do like how he's Ram V is basically doing a balancing act with all of these different characters. I really am enjoying this, very secure balance, this very solid kind of storytelling he's doing, and giving each god a chance to breathe, and also have this Kator. The Kator arc is kind of like in the background, and it's slowly creeping up. It's more about to do with this baby new god who Scott and Barda are trying to save. I will say though that this comic does end on an abrupt cliffhanger. Like it just I was like, wait, that's the end of the book? I was legit like that's the end? That's what we're leaving on? What? I don't get what? Okay. I do understand that this book will have a continuation. That I think this was going to be a 12-issue maxi series. I think it was pitched though as an ongoing, but sadly I don't think enough people read it, so it's just going to be a 12-issue maxi. So I look forward to reading the second half of this New God storyline. I'm always a fan. I'm always down for more new God stuff. But yeah, I recommend this. This is a solid comic. I think this is also a good jumping on point if you've ever wanted to read stuff with the New Gods or anything of that nature. I'd say give it a look. Anyway, so you guys tell me in the comments below, what did you guys think? If you've read New Gods, The Falling Sky, let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of it. Comment below, let me know. Chris, thank you once again for the book. Other than that, hope you all enjoyed this. I'm Mr. Multiverse. I'll see you next time in the Multiverse.